everybody, and welcome to the RANDY5000 News Desk. It's Saturday, March 13th, so grab your box of wine and get sideways with us as we step into another episode of RANDY5000's Week in Twitter. When someone says bump an ass, what do you think about? The first thing that comes to mind for me is sexy time sex stuff. But our buddy JP the Sweetie uses it to describe something good, unlike the naughty act of sex. JP asked his friends to tell him something that bumps ass. Just look at all these great things. Ooh, baby, just look at that loaf of bread. And RJT2's little man's feeling good after being sick. Viral tweets come a dime a dozen. But when it's a close personal friend, you stand up and take notice. I'm talking about none other than Kate Raft. Kate's viral tweet was talking about ballet flats and dirty feet. Girl, I can't relate to this. But over 8,000 people thought this was amazing. And over 300 people retweeted it. She created a real movement. Nice job, Kate. If I say bug, you're probably thinking about these little guys. And if I say mane, you're probably thinking about a little horsey mane. Or maybe Gucci mane. But put bug and mane together, and what do you get? And you know I'm talking about that bug mane.
That's what the king is.
He released a video this week that had Twitter going crazy. Everybody was retweeting the video. Over 120 people to be exact. At the end of the video, Bugmate has a special surprise for us. He hinted at a world tour, hitting up spots such as Las Vegas, Detroit, London, and Miami. And now it's time for birthdays. Brought to you by Hungry Man Frozen Dinners, the manliest thing you'll do today. Butt Stuff Zebra is turning 19 this week. He enjoys flying kites and playing with his hoop and stick. In this day and age, it's hard to believe someone might subject another to humiliation just for content and ratings. But that is just what happened to our good friend Theo when he won a free t-shirt from the big famous podcast, Uncle to Uncle. We sat down with Theo to get his side of the story.
Hey, Randy5000. Ever since I was tricked by Franklin and Uncle Howard into wearing the Jerkin JR shirt in public for an entire day, the changes in my life are the kind that carry a certain weight of not knowing the form that they're going to take. So I've really appreciated all the inquiries from fans, wondering how I'm doing, because they themselves see, hey, that could happen to me too. And right, it could happen to any one of you. So I'm just trying to do my best and, teach people what the experience is like. And, we're in this together, all of us.
Theo, do you feel like you're a victim of a smear campaign here by the uncles?
It must be said, Randy5000, that right now, people ought to take a very close eye to the extent that the uncles are manufacturing a narrative out there that I'm somehow all attitude and no gratitude. And that's very insulting after the sort of debasement I went through on the day I wore that Jerkin JR shirt. And you think these type of things just end on one day. You wear that shirt one day and it's hell and you move on and you kind of just carry the memory of it. But no, the smear campaign against me indicates that it does not stop. This is a worse situation than you might think. So there's many levels to which I'm a victim here.
Theo, thank you so much for sitting down with us and giving us your side of the story. Uncles, there's only one way to solve this. Buy Theo an Armani shirt. Our fans crave knowledge, so now it's time to open up the mailbox to see what kind of questions they have for us. Our first email comes from RJT2. RJ says, ever since I was little, I've had a suspicion that I was a cyborg, but that everyone just decided not to tell me and treat me like a real boy as some kind of twisted experiment. Is there any way I can objectively tell if I am actually part or all machine? Well, RJ, there actually is a way. If you're a cyborg, you know what I just said. At me and let me know. Thanks, RJT2. Bye. Our next email comes from Kovac17. Kovac writes, it's me, at Kovac17 from Twitter. My question is, who do you have to slob off to get a core? Well, I've got good news. You don't have to slob off anybody. Stay tuned for the next segment and you can see how you can win a core. All right, well that's it for today's emails. If you have a question you'd like me to read on air, email it to itsme@randy5000.com. And in an unfortunate turn of events, our good friend Shampoodler, who had previously won 2 Top Tweeter awards, is unable to integrate with his cores. So, his loss is your gain. All you have to do is submit an original piece of digital artwork illustrating why you deserve one of the 2 cores. At me on Twitter and attach the picture by March 19th, and we'll pick a winner in the next episode. Now it's time for the most anticipated part of the show, Randy5000's Top 5 Tweeters. At number 5, he was looking for the king of the castle. He's your second favorite uncle behind Uncle Buck. It's Franklin. At number 4, he was bumping ass with everybody. It's JP the Sweetie 5000. At number 3, he released a video that's got everybody talking about the world tour. It's Bug Main. At number 2, she had a viral tweet with over 8,000 likes. It's Kate Raft. And at number 1, his name has been dragged through the mud by the uncles. He had to wear a ridiculous shirt. It's Theo. Alright folks, that's it for this episode of Randy5000's Week in Twitter. I hope everyone has a great weekend. And don't forget, I love you.